Constipation is a reality when you start feeding your baby. Introducing solids is, quite dramatic for your baby as they figure out how to digest food. And once or twice, you're gonna find your baby getting constipated. I'm yet to meet a baby who doesn't get constipated when they start on solids. So, what are some of the remedies that you can, do at home to help your baby just poop? Your baby will be transitioning from taking milk, either breast milk, which is what we recommend, exclusive breastfeeding until 6 months, or you've been maybe giving a bit of infant formula and breast milk. And this baby is transitioning now to eating solids. So I always imagine that it's quite a shock to that digestive system having to now break down solids. Your baby's gut is mature to digest this, but it takes a bit of time for it to pick up and get efficient. So a few days, the first few days or weeks after you introduce solids, as you figure out what works for your baby, you're gonna have sometimes constipation. How do you know your baby is constipated? If your baby is having difficulty in passing stool. So some people say my baby is constipated just because your baby is making a lot of noise. Now, we all make noise when having a poop, let's be honest. And your baby now has to pass harder stool than what they were used to. So they're gonna make some noise. But if they are pooping and the poop looks soft, it is still soft, you're able to press it. It might be more firm than breast milk poop, but it's firm and it's soft. You're able to press it as you press the diaper, and the baby is going without having to cry. They might make a bit more effort, but they're going without crying. Then your baby is not constipated and it's regular. But if your baby is crying as they pass stool, if the stool has red streaks on it, meaning it's rubbing against the anus and it's irritated, or if your baby is pooping those small poop, like goat poop, like those goat pellet kind of poop, then your baby is constipated. Or if they're trying to strain to remove the poop and nothing is coming out, then that tells you your baby is constipated. So what are some of the remedies that you can do? Ensure that your baby takes enough water, and your baby should take approximately 100 to 120 ml of water daily, small amounts through the day, not all at once. And my favorite remedy of all time is something called prunes. Now, prunes are not a tropical kind of fruit, but you're going to find it in the shops as a dry fruit. And a prune actually looks like this. It's dry, it's a dry fruit, and it looks like that, and it's nice, very tasty, it's very sweet, it's a fruit, and it's dry. So what you do to be able to help your baby is we are going to soak it. So you put some water on it, clean water, and just put that in and let it soak. It will soak for maybe between half an hour to an hour, and let it just soak and it will soften up. After you do that, then you're going to boil it. You're going to boil the prunes, and I've been boiling mine here. And if you can look at this, it's become nice, and it's gotten some of the fluid from the prunes. It's very dark, the water is dark, and so the same water that you're using to soak in is the same water you will boil it in. And once you've boiled, then now we're going to make kind of like a jam consistency. So we are going to blend it using the water. And we're going to, all the water that is there, so when you've blended, it should form a nice consistency, almost thick, almost like jam, and it will kind of harden as it cools. Remember, don't put too much water because you want it to be thick. Now, once you're done, I'll just transfer it to my plate so that you can see it. So it's quite thick, like the consistency of, see, it's quite thick. It looks like that. And if you see, it's quite thick, it's a nice consistency. So what does this do? So prunes are one of the highest foods that's very, very, very high in fiber. So when your baby eats it, it's able to provide that bulk that helps move poop around. It's also able to help the gut to just have that, I use a big term, peristaltic, you know, like moving down the gut, so that now the food can move easily. So what you do, you can take now this mixture, so you can make a bit more, and you can put it in a glass jar like this one, and just my glass jar is a bit big, but you can get a smaller one. And so I recycle glass jars. So if I buy some jam or some of the things that are packed in glass jars, I'll just wash it, clean it up, and use that glass jar for something else. And so you will clean that up, and you'll put it towards the back of the fridge because it's cooler there, and then use it within maybe 7 days, taking a little, and then you can make a fresh batch. Between 5 to 7 days, it will still be good to go. Then every single time that you want to feed your baby, you take 1 teaspoon, and you can either give the baby directly, or you can add to baby's porridge, or you can add to baby's fruit as the baby takes fruit, or remember some of the liquid that we used when boiling, and it was nice and quite thick, but still not quite as solid as this. You can also add this to baby's water. So as the baby takes, they're getting this effect of prunes. So usually most babies, within a few hours, they'll be able to pop if they were constipated. So when you're starting to introduce solids, make sure you have some prunes packed away in your house in case you see your baby is getting constipated. You can use them. And these are good even for older children. For older children who are able to eat, you can give them 1 or 2 prunes to chew and just swallow. Even you as an adult, take 2 or 3, and you'll find that, wow, it really works. You can add the prunes maybe once or twice a day. If the constipation still seems to be continuing, you can give daily, once or twice a day, until the baby gets regular, then you stop. So have it there ready in case you start seeing the baby slowing down again, you can introduce it again. Still keep a diary to find out what could be causing the constipation in your baby's diet. Famous foods for causing constipation tend to be carrots, some flours like wheat, like wimbi, or what you call millet and sorghum. Some babies will get constipated. Bananas, especially if they're not very ripe, and many other things. So you might need to keep a food diary to figure out what's causing the constipation. But in case your baby is constipated, this remedy works pretty well. I am here for you. So if you've got any question, any query, any challenge, anything that you're going through and you just need another voice to take you through it, get in touch with me. You can DM me, you can write me a text, you can, WhatsApp me. But you know what? Better yet, take a video, a short video, WhatsApp it to me, and the next show might just be about you.